Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the much-awaited grand final of the Mahindra AQ on NDTV 24/7. I'm Siddharth Vinayak Partnkar. Boy, are we raring to go. We've got the strongest, most deserving 4 teams who've made it through a field of nearly 15,000 participants from across India. They got through their city rounds, they got through their zonal finals that you've seen over the past few weeks, and we've got them with us in our studios now with their engines revving for the final showdown. This is the big one, folks. These are our finalists, and we will crown a new Mahindra AQ champion. Let's meet them. First up, we've got from the Hindustan Institute of Technology and Science, Chennai, KJ Jayachandran and M. Vijayendran. I like to call you Jay and Vijay in your regional round, I remember. So
yes.
You look pretty relaxed compared to the earlier round. Are you?
Yes.
Yes, that's very confident. Excellent. With them, you got from the Father Conceição Rodriguez College of Engineering, Mumbai, Akshay Prakash and Zohaib Yunus. The studio audience really got behind you guys in your zonal final. I remember that. You're looking for that kind of support tonight?
Yeah, we have quite of our colleagues from our college here and even from schools.
All right, so that's going to be an unfair advantage perhaps over some of the other teams. All the best. From the Faculty of Management Studies, Delhi, Siddharth Banerjee and Ahmed Firdaus. You scorched through the competition, pretty much annihilated the competition, I should say, in your regional round. So, similar sort of plans tonight?
We hope so, definitely.
You hope so. Very modest answer. That's the way they started last time too. All right, great. Great having you with us. And from the Birla Institute of Technology and Science, Pilani, Ambarish Vemuri and Piyush Rathore. I mentioned this during your regional final that you were the first runner-up team, the same 2 from last year's AQ. And you want to change that status this year?
Yeah, definitely. Upgrade it.
You want to upgrade it. All right, we always love upgrades in the auto world. So all the very best to all our finalists. These are the best teams this year in the AQ. Let's hear it for them. So lots more rounds for all of you to deal with in our grand final. So get yourselves ready, fasten your seat belts, and here we go with the first round. The world began with creation, and so does the AQ tonight. So the first round is called Creation. We will start with direct questions to all of you, 200 BHP on the right answer, and 100 BHP if the question passes and you get that answer right. No negative marking. Random order is how they've been seated. Again, it was a draw of lots, folks, and so we begin with Hits Chennai. Here is your first question in creation. The logo of which car company was created as a result of an office competition won by Franz Rheinpeiss?
BMW.
BMW, they say. That's not the right answer, so it passes to CRCE Mumbai.
Fiat.
Fiat, not Fiat. Passing now to FMS Delhi.
Alfa Romeo.
Not Alfa Romeo. And finally, we go across to BITS Pilani. Do you have the answer?
Volkswagen.
Volkswagen is right. A good guess, perhaps, but there you go. 100 BHP on the board for BITS Pilani. Great. So now we move on to the direct question for CRCE Mumbai. Which company approached auto magnate William C. Durant to become its general manager in 1904?
Is it Chevrolet?
It's not Chevrolet. Passing to FMS Delhi.
General Motors Cadillac.
General Motors Cadillac, nope. And then we go ahead and pass it to BITS Pilani.
Ford.
Not Ford. And finally, a chance for Hits Chennai.
Dodge.
Not Dodge. They went through pretty much every American brand there except Buick. Buick was the answer we were looking for. And now they say they knew it. All right, well, no harm done. Plenty more coming. Direct question for FMS Delhi. Which British car brand was originally called Alex Wilson and Company and built pumps and marine engines?
TVR.
Nope. And it passes to
AC
Pilani.
Motors.
Not AC. Passing now to Hits
Bristol.
Chennai. No. And finally a chance for points to
MG.
CRCE Mumbai.
MG.
Again, this time they went through all the British companies, but Vauxhall. Vauxhall is what we were looking for. Now, of course, part of General Motors. And finally, the direct question for BITS Pilani. Farooq El Jamahiria was a car invented and created by which African Arab country's dictator? No answer. It passes to Hits Chennai.
Idi Amin.
Not Idi Amin. Passing to CRCE Mumbai.
Pass.
And finally, Delhi.
It's Muammar Gaddafi, the Libyan dictator.
You got it. You got it with all the details. Colonel Gaddafi is right. 100 BHP on the pass for FMS Delhi, and that's the end of the first round. That was creation. So from creation, we move to innovation. That's the way things go, and here we'll start in the reverse order. Scoring pattern remains the same. So a direct question for Bits Pilani coming up as the first one in innovation. Which is the first production vehicle from Honda to feature its integrated motor assist system?
Insight.
Inside, you asking me a question?
Honda Insight.
Well, it's the right answer too, so don't worry about it. 200 bhp. Honda Insight, that's right, the hybrid from Honda. And now Delhi, here you go. What kind of brakes were developed in the UK by Dunlop and first appeared in 1953 on the Jaguar C-Type racing car?
Carbon ceramic disc brakes.
Disc brakes is what I was looking for, so we'll give you that. 200 bhp to Delhi as well. And now CRCE Mumbai, your question. Which Audi sedan launched 16 years ago was built using aluminium and revolutionized auto construction?
Audi A8.
Audi A8 is right. It started with the ASF, or the aluminum space frame concept. And then, of course, the A8 debuted and, well, made history ever since. And finally, it's Chennai, your question. Which company partnered with Microsoft to develop a communications and entertainment technology called Sync?
Clarion.
Not Clarion. Passing to Bits Pilani.
Tata Consultancy, sir. TCS.
Not Tata Consultancy either. FMS Delhi, you want to take a shot at that?
Ford.
It is Ford. Ford is right. 100 bhp. 2 quick rounds, and with that, we take a very short break. But before that, let's run you through the scores on the national finals. Hits Chennai still to open their account, but don't worry about that, boys. CRCE Mumbai with 200 bhp coming in next. You got Bits Pilani with 300 bhp, and leading the scoreboard right now, FMS Delhi with 400 bhp. So that's a fairly close contest still. I'd pretty much say that there's lots more that you can expect to change on that scoreboard. There's lots more rounds to come. Stay tuned to the AQ. Welcome back to the AQ. We've got FMS and Bitpilani tied at 700 bhp, but there's very little separating them from the other two teams, so anything can happen from here on. Well, so that's perfect timing to get into our next round, which we call Emotion. We'll have direct questions to all of you, but if you are unable to answer that, the other teams have a chance to pick up 100 bhp or lose 100 bhp if you get that answer wrong. Hit the buzzer to figure out who it passes to. So wait for my cue and hit the buzzer only then. Are we clear? All right. The first question is for Hits Chennai, and first I'd like you to take a look at this audio-visual clip. I thought to myself, that just looks weird. I mean, the car just looked strange. It looked like somebody took a Mini and fed it all sorts of steroids and just sort of, I don't know, Jack and the Beanstalk. Remember those beans? It looks like somebody fed the real Mini, the regular Mini, those beans. Well, now after having spent some time with the car, my opinion has changed. And it looks like somebody had a lot of fun putting this car together. So somebody had a lot of fun putting that car together. That was the Mini Cooper S Countryman All 4. So it wasn't about the model. The question for you is that all Minis are made in the UK. This is the first Mini to be made outside the UK. Where is it manufactured?
Germany.
All right, Germany was a bit of a guess, but no, that's not the right answer. So, buzzers now. And no buzzers, so nobody wants to take a chance to lose 100 bhp there. No guesswork coming. This time, it's Magna Steyer's plant in Austria, in Graz, Austria. It's outsourced to Magna Steyr to manufacture, and well, that was what we were looking for. Now, our second clip from the Car and Bike Show for CRCE Mumbai. It's also not a matter of simply always steering. It's also about getting your orientation right. So even if the car is sliding, always keep looking where you must go and not where the car is going. So Mumbai, I was driving that car on a frozen lake in Sweden. What I want to know is the car's full model name.
Audi A4 Avant.
Audi A4 Avant. Bang on, 200 bhp to CRCE Mumbai. They were confident about that right from the start. All right, now the Car and Bike Show clip for FMS Delhi. I drove over 2,000 kilometers across north and central Italy and of course across the French border and the mighty Alps. And it gave me a combined highway and city mileage of just about 15 kilometers to the litre. Now that's with the air conditioning on and with a full load. Pretty decent mileage on that car then, I'm sure you'd agree. All I want to know is what car that was.
Fiat Punto. It was a Abarth tuned Fiat Punto, Grand Punto.
Abarth version of the Grande Punto. No, it passes, but I will tell. Instant buzzers there, but it was Hits Chennai that got it just before CRCE Mumbai. The answer?
Fiat Bravo.
Fiat Bravo is right. So 100 bhp for you. The Fiat Bravo, the older sibling or the bigger sibling of the Grande Punto. Okay, so the last audio-visual clip from the show.
Individually, the history of Benz and Daimler goes back to 1883 and 1890 respectively. It also includes the world's first car that was specifically designed to be propelled by a motor.
The world's first car came from Daimler-Benz before they were Daimler-Benz. What I want to know is when they became Daimler-Benz. What year did they merge?
1896.
1896 is not the right answer. Buzzers. It was clearly CRCE Mumbai with the buzzer and the answer.
1871.
No, the answer I was looking for was 1926. It happened much after that. So minus 100 there for CRCE Mumbai, but it was worth a try nevertheless. And that's the end of the emotion round. Scores, they're all over the place, but we're not going to tell you the scores just yet. We instead will accelerate. Acceleration is our next round. It's the same rules pretty much with a twist. What we have here is that you will have 200 bhp that you can earn on that direct question that comes to you. But if you're confident about the answer, only if you're confident about the answer, you have a special buzzer in front of you. You go ahead and hit that before giving me the answer. If you do manage to get that right, the points double. So you get 400 bhp and you accelerate. Is this clear? We will begin with Bits Pilani, and here's your question. In which South American country will the 2011 Dakar car rally flag off from?
Without accelerating, Chile.
It's not Chile. The answer was Argentina. So just as well that you didn't accelerate. Argentina, close enough to Chile, I suppose. FMS Delhi, your question. In a Formula One race, what's the name of the large amount of rubber debris that gathers on the tracks from the racing tires known as? No answer? Time's up. It is called marbles. Very simply, just called marbles. You do hear that sometimes on the commentary when you're watching the F1 races. Direct question now for CRCE Mumbai. In September 2010, who became the first Asian to be on the podium at a Formula 2 event?
Alex Hume.
No, we're looking for Arman Ibrahim. Much closer home. And finally, Hits Chennai, your question. The official fan club of which motorcycle racing great is called 46 because that's the number he's worn on his jersey all through his career.
We'll
They're
accelerate.
accelerating. I see the little blue light, come on.
Valentino Rossi.
Valentino Rossi, 400 bhp, bang on, Hits Chennai.
Yes.
Ooh, so finally somebody decided to be a little brave there and paid off, didn't it? That's the end of our acceleration round. It was just Hits Chennai that actually used the accelerator there and benefited from it. But that means that the scoreboard is all over the place. A lot of tension now because it's only two teams that get to progress to our last round, which is transformation. Which two teams? Well, you might have your favorites, but I can tell you that there's a bit of a twist. There is a three-way tie at this stage. We come out of a short break and then I'll tell you more about it. Welcome back. It's all happening here on the AQ, and I can tell you there's lots of tension in the air because, well, we got only 2 spots for our final round, but we got 4 teams here. Quick look at the scoreboard at this stage. And that's where things stand right now. CRCE Mumbai with 700 bhp, FMS Delhi with 700 bhp as well, and Bits Pilani with 700 bhp, and that means that you've got Hits Chennai with 800 bhp. Whoa, that is looking really, really close. So what does this mean, you might think? Well, Hits Chennai has qualified into that last round, but the second spot, guys, this is going to be tense. We get to decide which second team joins them in that final round. What we'll do is a tiebreaker. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. All are buzzer questions. It's plus 100 or minus 100 bhp. If you get that answer right, well, then of course it's plus and otherwise minus. And remember to hit the buzzer only when I finish the question. Are you all ready? Here we go with the tiebreaker. The first question. The year was 1983. What claim to fame did Harpal Singh, a flight operations officer in the Indian Airlines, achieve? Got the buzzer coming from FMS Delhi. Answer, guys.
First Maruti delivery. Maruti 800.
First owner of a Maruti 800 is right. 100 bhp to you. Next question. In 1998, from which British engineering company did Volkswagen purchase Bentley? And this time the buzzer from CRCE Mumbai. Because is right. 100 bhp to you as well. Ooh, things getting pretty warm here. And now the last question. Listen carefully. The S500, S600 and S800 are different models from which Japanese car maker?
Mercedes.
CRCE, go ahead.
Sorry, could you just repeat?
It's CRCE with the buzzer, go ahead. Ooh, so I heard Mercedes and I heard nothing. And of course, Japanese car maker we were looking for was Honda. So that means that FMS Delhi qualifies into the last round, and we have to say goodbye to CRCE Mumbai and to Bits Pilani at this stage. So if you thought that was a lot of pressure, wait till what comes next. So we've got our last round, transformation, both Hits Chennai and FMS Delhi qualifying. What happens here is very simple, guys. We're going to have a rapid fire round, but you have to nominate one of your team members to come down to the middle of the stage and face those questions. There's a chance to pick up 1,000 bhp. Hits Chennai, we're going to begin with you. Yeah. Have you decided?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, very confidently. Let's get you out here. All right, Jay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go with your transformation round. The first question, the name of which Ford car means party or celebration in Spanish?
Figo.
Not Figo, Fiesta. In which holy city of Uttarakhand does Hero Honda have a manufacturing plant? Haridwar is what we were looking for. Which well-known brand of Jeep was the first Chrysler badge Jeep product?
Cherokee.
Grand Cherokee, I'll give it to you. The logo of which South Korean car company is symbolic of two people shaking hands?
Hyundai.
Hyundai is right. In his book Freedom at Midnight, Dominique Lapierre states that on an average, each Indian Maharaja owned at least 3.5 of these. Which car?
Rolls-Royce.
Rolls-Royce. What car's first anniversary was celebrated with a Shankar Mahadevan album called Aao Josh Mein?
Icon.
Ford Icon. Which Corvette car shares its name with a creature that was the cause of death for wildlife adventurer and television personality Steve Irwin?
Stingray.
Stingray. Which sports car from Italy, named after an air current, was produced by the Pagani company?
Zonda.
Zonda is right. That looked like a guess. Which car being advertised now as Now That's Fab?
Punto.
The Skoda Fabia. And finally, in the Formula One season, who won the first race at the Bahrain Grand Prix this year?
It was Hamilton.
It was Alonso. Very well done. A lot of pressure on you. Go ahead and join Vijay there. Ooh, wow, I don't know how they do it. So much pressure. And, well, he seems to have done himself and his team pretty proud. Now, we go across to FMS Delhi. All right, Mr. Banerjee, your turn. So, no negative marking, chance for 100 BHP on every right answer. Are you ready?
Yeah.
We begin. Which car from Ford is called the no-nonsense car?
Fiesta.
It's the Fusion. Which motorcycle model does Tamil superstar Surya and also Mahindra Singh Dhoni endorse?
Bullet.
TVS Star City. Which famous racer and auto genius has a middle name Anselmo? It's Enzo Ferrari. The Series 452, an exclusive model from Cadillac, was the first series of cars with an engine with how many cylinders?
8. V8.
16. Auto magnate Ferdinand Piech is the grandson of which famous
Porsche.
auto visionary?
Ferdinand Porsche.
Ferdinand Porsche is right. Which company manufactures the Stunner bikes in India?
CBS Stunner with Honda.
Honda HMSI, I'll give it to you. Which auto magnate's memoir is My Years with General Motors?
Lee Iacocca.
It's Alfred Sloan. The logo of which Indian two-wheeler company has a stallion or a horse?
Eicher Motors.
TBS is the answer, and in light sources, what does HID stand for?
High intensity discharge lamps.
That's correct. Which car from Volvo has the tagline, built for the unwritten road?
XC90.
It's the S80 sedan, but very well done. A lot of pressure on you too, Siddharth. Go ahead and join your teammate. At this point, we'll also like to invite onto our sets the president of the farm equipment and automotive sectors at Mahindra & Mahindra, Dr. Pavan Goenka. Hi, Pavan. Thank you for being here. And wow, I mean, there was so much tension in the air and pretty fast-paced by the end, don't you think?
Absolutely, absolutely.
And they've all done well. There's a lot of...
all done well.
We have no idea where things have ended up, though, I can tell you. So you have the honors of announcing the final scores.
All right.
So they should be
Let's
coming
do it.
up on the big screen now.
So we have CRC Mumbai at 700 points. We have BITS Pilani at 700 points. We have FMS Delhi at 1,000 points. And that means we have HITS Chennai as the winner with 1,400 points.
It's Chennai with 1,400 BHP, the new AQ champion. Give them a big round of applause. Guys, come and join us here. They are heading to the Geneva Motor Show 2011. Dune bashing
That's
in
fun.
Dubai.
That's
There you go,
not
a lot of fun. They are heading to the Mahindra Great Escape.
You were there last year, right? Yes.
Also heading to the Great Escape. The team from Mumbai, give them a big round too.
See you there, February 18th.
So it's been a hectic, action-packed 5 weeks on the AQ. Pavan, it's been a lot of fun for us, of course. The teams have done really well. We've got business schools in this time. What are your thoughts?
Well, first of all, when we started this last year with NDTV, We have done it to create excitement about everything automotive in the college campuses. And it really is very gratifying for us that only in the second year of this quiz show is so much popularity that has happened. Over 15,000 participants from 1,000 colleges across 300 cities all over India. So I would like to thank all the participants for really making it a very popular show only in the second year. And thank you, Siddharth, for creating all the excitement.
Thank you so much, Pavan, for being here, encouraging us, encouraging all the participants as well. We do appreciate it. So that's the Mahindra AQ on NDTV 24/7. It is going to get even bigger next year, folks. The scope, we're going to keep expanding it. We're going to come to a college campus next to you and very soon. In fact, you saw business schools getting added this year. Who knows where we're going to head next year? It will be more exciting and even bigger. Thank you so much for staying with us over the past 5 weeks. There's plenty coming up now on NDTV 24/7. The news headlines are up next. Bye-bye.
Last week's lucky winners are Harshit Gupta from New Delhi and Saqib Mohammad Iftikhar from Hyderabad. The winner of the Mahindra AQ Facebook competition is Kaustubh Shinde from Mumbai. The winner of the grand prize is Abhishek Kotnis from Mumbai.